Hi, I am Jade, your AI presenter. The Tiny Town Association is a federally incorporated not-for-profit, formed in 2017 to advocate for tiny homes. Tiny home design and construction methods, along with building and planning codes, have evolved, yet finding a place to live tiny remains the biggest challenge today. In response, the association has become a developer, building permanently affordable, environmentally responsible, tiny home communities, developed through a lens of community-centric living. We are working to create small pocket communities and larger tiny town communities in municipalities across Ontario. We first proposed the pocket community model in a thoughtful density project for the United Way in Huntsville by adding 10 tiny homes to a residential property. This would have increased density from 4 people in the existing duplex to 24 people when complete. Our larger tiny town community projects can create vibrant villages on suburban and rural properties. Where municipal services are limited, our tech partners can provide the missing communal components on a 4-acre or larger development. To address the housing crisis, the Ontario government is looking for 1.5 million homes to be built over the next 10 years. 67% of this group, or just over a million people, fit the tiny home demographic, which includes first-time homebuyers, workers, and seniors in need of housing. While tiny homes directly support 1- and 2-person households, through right-sizing seniors, we free up family-sized homes, effectively addressing all areas of housing concern. Through our partnerships with municipalities, we are working to create permanently affordable housing. We offer affordable rentals, rent-to-own, and affordable-to-purchase housing, with a path to ownership for those looking to build equity. The housing cooperative, made up of the tiny homeowners within the community, manage the property under its charter and bylaws, on land leased from the Housing Land Trust. This development arrangement is a simple integration for a municipality, as there is one address, one tax bill, and one utility account for each of the services connected. We plan to create more than just affordable housing. Since 2017, we have studied tiny home communities across Europe and the US, finding that developments prosper where community is fostered. We adopted a community-centric approach that includes all ages, all incomes, eliminates segregation, connects with local agencies, and municipal programs. In a tiny home, the outside is the largest room in the house, so we have planned community gardens, orchards, greenhouses, picnic areas, outdoor gathering centers, and in larger developments, a community center for year-round socializing. By replacing a single residential property with a pocket or tiny town community, the municipal tax base is increased and new affordable housing is built. We plan to offer 3 house models, all based on a 384-square-foot, OBC-compliant home design. These homes will include a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, and an open-concept design. During pre-development, we will work with the building and planning departments to ensure we meet all local bylaw requirements. Larger tiny town community developments can include a smart hub community center. This indoor gathering space includes a common room, dining area, commercial kitchen, and retail space on the main floor. Accessible by elevator are yoga and exercise areas, offices for traveling professionals, co-working space for small business residents, communal laundry facilities, and indoor container gardening. Where municipal services are not available, our technology partners' equipment can provide them when installed on the lower level of the hub. Where several developments are planned in a region, it makes sense to set up a centralized manufacturing facility to build homes locally. A minimum of 20 acres of development ensures enough volume for the factory to establish itself. As part of the local economic benefits, the facility will employ 20 full-time unskilled people, and we are excited at the prospect of our associate, community builders, providing training programs in the construction trades. The factory will also provide approved second suite units that support local urban intensification programs. The planning department in Fredericton, New Brunswick, shared their 12 neighbors' tiny home development zoning details. We found this to be a simple but effective way to enable the community. They used a comprehensive development district or CDD zoning that allows multi-residential, commercial, and institutional mixed use on a single property. A separate development agreement contained the project specifics, including building size, spacing, EMS access, roads, paths, utilities, and more. Where high-density housing can take years to complete, in only their second year, 12 Neighbors has installed 54 units, and is adding 1 new unit every week. Here is a typical path to a tiny home development. We begin with an exploratory meeting, where we discuss our project concepts, gauge interest, and answer questions. Next, we ask staff to provide 1 to 2 properties that we use to create a high-level plan, identifying the potential number of homes in the community. Based on this proposal, we look for a letter of support to apply for pre-development funding from FCM and CMHC. With funding approved, working with the planning and building departments as well as local contractors, we create a detailed project plan and budget. We package everything together into a proposal that we present to council for consideration, and upon approval we apply to CMHC for funding for the development. We ask the municipality to provide land zoned for the development, municipal services brought to the property line, and all soft costs including studies, development, application, and permit fees. We will arrange funding, manage the construction, and establish stewardship of the community, matching the municipal contribution with guaranteed affordable rental units. Where municipally owned land is not available, buying land for a development can work when sellers are interested in supporting an affordable housing development. We don't impose a minimum property size for a project, but will instead recommend a development plan based on the property available. Since 2017, we've been advocates for tiny homes and tiny home communities. During this time, we've connected with a broad range of businesses, covering all areas of housing development. While we are considered a startup, still working towards our first development, our associates bring years of experience in their respective construction fields. Under the Tiny Town Association umbrella, we are joining forces to build a showcase of affordable, environmentally responsible, tiny home communities. We have also built a team of tech associates to provide services and components for use in our communities. Tech provided, Ontario-approved services can include septic and organics processing, rainwater collection, storage and treatment, solar and small wind power generation, vertical container gardening, permeable roads, and other tech enhancements within the community. Our affordable housing model has received interest from municipalities across Ontario as a way to add affordable, environmentally responsible, and rapid on-demand housing. Feel free to reach out to us by email or by phone with any questions you may have, or if you would like to arrange a virtual meeting. Thank you.